Time to get spooky.
Let's go to the park!
And for today's spookiness, we're gonna head down to SeaWorld San Diego for the Halloween Spooktacular. Because it's October, and SeaWorld is getting into the spirit of things. But before we check out any of the spookiness, we're gonna go get a freebie. Because SeaWorld likes to give out freebies, particularly on Fridays, though they haven't done so for some time because they've been closed for months. But they recently started that back up again. You know, because they reopened as a zoo. Hence why we are here right now. Now for this freebie, we gotta head over to the Arctic Trading Post and we get a choice. It's either a magnet or a keychain. Decisions, decisions. Success. What a cool magnet. I mean, look at it. It's got a beluga whale, a shark, a dolphin, some penguins, a turtle, and of course, an orca. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's a 2020 magnet and no one wants to remember this year, but it's a free magnet. And it's cool. All right, now that we've got our magnet, let's go see what SeaWorld has planned for this spooktacular. Now, for this month-long spooky event, SeaWorld has busted out its spookiest of spooky park decorations, which includes pumpkin fish and a bunch of tentacles reaching out of the ground to grab some candy. Because as we all know, creatures like that have a monstrous appetite for candy and they'll do anything to get it, including coming to the surface. And if you'll notice, I'm not in costume today because today, that's just for the kids. Much like the candy here. And speaking of candy, there's several candy stations positioned throughout the park where kids 12 and under can load up on sugar. And all the candy stations lead to the magical candy garden over by Wild Arctic. There's also a park-wide pumpkin scavenger hunt with a prize at the end even. It's right behind me, isn't it? Now, if you've had your fill of candy and want some real food, SeaWorld's got your taste buds covered during the Halloween Spooktacular with a taste of fall, featuring some very tasty looking items. Check it out, over here by Manta, they have a Dia de los Muertos display. If she was wearing a white dress, I might be a little scared right now. I feel like Manta can participate in the celebration. I mean, it's kind of dead right now, though it will rise from the dead one day. Mark my words, it will rise from the dead. One thing I really love about SeaWorld San Diego is how close it is to the actual ocean. I mean, from this back walkway right here, the water's right there. And there's some honest-to-goodness, hard-shelled sea life living right there on those rocks. But that just makes sense, right? To keep the animals fairly close to their natural habitat? Well, not if you want to build a park in Ohio. No offense intended. I know some people really miss that park. You know, there's a cool down area here before where you could remove your mask, but looks like that's been removed. Looks like the area by Tidal Twister is open again. It's been a while since we walked through here because it was all boarded up. And we can see that the ride is still, of course, non-operational. But unlike the other rides here, I would say that Tidal Twister is the only one that has a legitimate reason for not being open right now. You know. And that goes for all the other rides in the state too. You know, since this is the scary season, let's go look at some scary animals. We haven't done that in a while. Got a bunch of scary jack-o'-lanterns decorating the shark encounter. pretty appropriate for the ocean's scariest animal. Though as scary as sharks are, they're incredibly fascinating. Ooh, look. A pufferfish. I suppose it's good there's no dolphins around. They'd be having a party with that fish. You know what I mean. Now last time we were here, we weren't able to go inside Shark Encounter or Penguin Encounter, but since then, both of those exhibits have reopened, along with Wild Arctic and Turtle Reef. Say, how about we stop and cool off with some of our fine frozen feathered friends? Because it's a warm day, and we haven't been inside the Penguin Encounter for at least half a year. And we'll say hi to the puffins too. Stopping to have a little cheeseburger, but I got a guest. No cheeseburgers for poser birds today. Sorry. My goodness. I'm being surrounded. I wonder if Hitchcock would have anything to say about this. You know, this is the same burger I had at Barbecue and Brews last month, and I think it's even better the second time around. But now that I've started eating it, look who took off. Okay, now for dessert, there's something specific that I came here looking to try, and that's the pumpkin cheesecake. And I've heard rave reviews about it on social media, so I'm gonna try it. I think somebody's dead set on getting some free food. Sorry, not today. Go find some fish. Honestly, I think they have a better chance of catching fish over at Sea Lion Point. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay, that was super delicious. It's like they took the best parts of a pumpkin pie and put them in a cheesecake. All the rave reviews were correct. Consider this a recommendation. All right, it's getting to be about that time, so it's time for me to head out. Thank you so much for joining me for a little trip to SeaWorld San Diego for the Halloween Spooktacular. Till next time, see you later. It's right behind me, isn't it? Duck. Still waiting on you, California. Still waiting on you.
Hey, quiet.